My name is Snellman, I'm from Sweden. I work as a senior architect, project manager, and I'm also in charge of CAD BIM development of Tilburg Design of Sweden. Tilburg Design of Sweden is a design company, mostly in interior design, and we are world leader in our position, and that is to design cruise ships. And the company Tilburg Design of Sweden, that was founded in 1964. It began with Robert Tilburg. He was a carpenter making furniture, and he was assigned to do some interior design for the Swedish America line. So what he did became famous. It was well recognized, so he just stayed in the business. So we are a long-running company, more than 50 years in this business. We have 3 offices. We have the head office in Sweden. We have one other office in Wrocław in Poland, and we have one in Miami. We are all working in both countries over teamwork on our internal servers. So we're working on the same model, and to be honest, there is less problem than I could ever imagine. We sometimes have, because of the level of details, we can have files that are 2-3 gigabytes big because of all the level of detailing, and still it works wonders. So it's a very efficient tool with teamwork. Above all, the big time changer for us is revisions. There are many revisions. You constantly change the design over and over and over again. The client comes up with, oh no, we want to do this instead, and also when you're talking to the yard and you realize you have to do like this and that instead. So there's always revisions, and with a 3D environment, and when you do as much as possible, I mean, everything is reflected immediately, so that's a huge time saver. For the client, you need to communicate. These are mostly businessmen. And in cruise business, what we design so much. One of these big cruise ships, you have so many areas. You have 10 restaurants, you have other couple public areas, you have kids areas, you have teen areas, you have bowling alleys, you have outdoor theme parks, you have go-kart areas, you have all things. And that needs to be communicated to this client. And with the help of ArchiCAD and with the help of 3D, we found out that communicating with, like, you have mood boards, you have inspirational pictures, but then you have a sort of a plan, but you have a rendering. The rendering really helps everybody read the project and have something to discuss with. And we just recently started to experiment and to try to introduce BIMX, which we've done for a couple of years and are still in the learning phase, but we get very good reviews and very positive feedback when you can kind of navigate. And also very interesting is we also started to do like presentations with virtual reality, with the goggles on, and the clients, they are like, wow, they fall for it, and they really can see and really experience the space and volume and everything. So that is very important. I would say 95% of the work is done in ArchiCAD, and in ArchiCAD we have the ability, and they're continuously growing and becoming better and better to fulfill all our modeling needs. However, sometimes when you have really complex and serious modeling, like you have the hull of a ship with double curved surfaces, then we do have a small department of Rhino users in our company. And we also introduced, 1 year ago, we introduced a parametric design group within our team. So we do have some very nice, very good examples of using Rhino and ArchiCAD together, but also with parametric design to use with Grasshopper. And so far all the results has been amazing and wonderful. With the work in Rhino, what we do is import it into ArchiCAD, and from the ArchiCAD model we derive all the drawings necessary. So we use it for production. Tilburg Design in Sweden, we are a design company, but mostly we are an interior design company. The things we do, we could have a 17th century French restaurant as an idea, and then you got all these molds, mullions, sculptures everywhere. So these interiors, they can be very, very complex and very, very detailed. Also, even if you have a more simpler design, you have so many elements on a cruise ship that needs to be designed into more detail. You have a big amount of bars, and you got all these unique bar fronts that needs to be designed. Sometimes we do furniture. Question for us is where to stop modeling and where you do the last detail in 2D. But as soon as you start, the first object was to do everything like walls, floor, walls and ceiling as 3D, and to do some kind of level detail. And we said detail down to scale 1 to 50, what you can expect from a 1 to 50 drawing. But as we continue, so we do that, and people realize this is so easy and you can do it. And as soon as you get everybody into it, you start going more and more down to it. We model all the details down to what you can have expected from a 1 to 10 drawing. To be honest, there doesn't seem to be a stop. So it's just a matter of learning, and that is very quick. Snellman in Sweden, they have been very great to us. We've been a client for almost 20 years, and we have very good relationships. They are very eager and very quick. If we have any questions, if we have any support cases, they are very quick to answer and to help us support with all kinds of questions and troubles we have. So they've been very helpful.